Hello, I'm Dr. Debbie, and this is Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. We offer gentle, evidence-informed, soul-rooted practices for adults, children, and families, supporting whole person healing, health, and wellness with a special focus on nervous system regulation, emotional wellness, identity and self-connection, healing in everyday life, and balance that actually works in the real world. Our work is guided by the power of three: energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, and herbal wisdom. We strive to help heal the whole person, a truly comprehensive, integrated approach. This work continue in a sustainable and accessible way. We have created Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio on Patreon. Patreon allows this work to exist without overwhelm, without high financial barriers, and without asking people to do more than they are able. There is a space for you here at whatever level feels right. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. I hope you've had a wonderful day. How is everybody? Busy as usual, I'm sure. First, let's do our little exercise where we just get rid of all the stuff from today. I know I need it. How about you? So breathe in through the nose and push everything away out through the mouth. And make sure you do that hand motion. All the emails, all the text messages, all the conversations, anything that's been bothering you, stressing you out, whatever it is, breathe in through the nose, push it away, blow it out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Let's do our heart connection. Put your hand over your heart space and in your mind's eye. And it's better even to say it out loud. I connect with my heart. Just take a moment. Close your eyes. I connect with my heart. Somebody out there really needed this tonight. I don't know who you are, but somebody listening to this really needed this right now. Whoever you are okay. Let's just get into this and let's heal together. So tonight is Thursday, January, oh my goodness, January 29th. The month is almost over. Let me silence my phone because it'll be making all sorts of noises. Welcome again, everyone. I'm really glad that you are here with me tonight. This is our free healing circle, a space where we slow down, lower the volume, and let the body catch up to the moment. That's why it's so important to be present, and the heart space exercise helps us to achieve that. Tonight is not about insight. It's not about fixing. And it's not about understanding yourself any better. Tonight, my friends, is about how the body settles through the senses without effort. What we will explore is why the senses regulate faster than thinking, how sensory input speaks directly to the nervous system, why you don't need to calm everything, just one sense, how ancient healing systems use sensory regulation instinctively, and how to support the body through touch, sound, temperature, scent, and sight. Remember, this week we've been doing a lot of learning here. On Monday, we talked about how the body needs support before insight. On Tuesday, we explored how small, consistent supports create safety. On Wednesday, we learned how to listen without fixing. Once the body feels supported and listened to, there is one more thing it responds to immediately: direct sensory input. Tonight is about letting the senses do the work. My friends, the core truth is the nervous system does not calm through explanation. It calms through experience. And the senses are the body's fastest path to safety. Let's chat a few minutes about 3 relatable examples. Someone tells you you're safe, but your body doesn't believe them. You're upset, anxious, or overwhelmed. Someone calmly explains why everything is fine. There's nothing to worry about. It'll all work out. Logically, it makes sense, but your chest is still tight, your jaw is still clenched, and your breath is shallow. Then someone simply sits beside you. They lower their voice, they breathe slowly with you. Maybe they place a warm hand on your back or hand you a cup of tea. Nothing was explained differently, but the body softened. Safety in this example arrived through tone, proximity, warmth, and rhythm, not words. Another example, trying to calm down by thinking versus feeling. Let's think about this. Think about a time you're stressed and you tell yourself, I shouldn't feel this way. I need to calm down. This is irrational. The mind works harder, but the body gets louder. Then you step outside, you feel the cool air on your face, you notice the ground under your feet, you hear birds, traffic, or wind. You didn't solve the problem, you didn't figure it out, but your breath deepens, your shoulders drop. Your senses gave your nervous system proof of safety faster than logic ever could. And the third example, a child or even an adult has a meltdown, and words make it worse. A child is crying, yelling, or shut down. An adult explains, use your words. There's no reason to cry. Calm down. The nervous system escalates. Then someone kneels down. Soft eye contact, gentle voice, a steady presence, maybe a hug, maybe just quiet closeness. The crying slows, the body settles. Only then can words come back online. The nervous system, my friends, needed an experience of safety before it could process language. The core truth here is you can say simply, the body doesn't calm because it understands. It calms because it feels safe. And the senses are how safety enters first. Now, as always, our 5 core learning points. Learning point number 1, the senses speak the body's language. The thinking mind uses words. The body uses sensation. This is why talking doesn't always help. Insight can be exhausting, and thinking harder can increase anxiety. The senses bypass the thinking brain and speak directly to the nervous system. For example, you touch a hot stove. You don't stop to think, analyze, or explain. Your hand simply just pulls away before your brain forms a sentence. That's the senses speaking directly to the nervous system faster than you thought. The senses are the body's native language. The thoughts are the second language. Think about this. Which sense tends to ground you the fastest without effort? Learning point number 2. You don't need to calm everything. Many people believe regulation means calm the whole system, but the body doesn't work that way. Regulating one sense often calms the whole system. Think about how a crying baby settles when wrapped in a blanket or rocked. No explanation required. Adults, my friends, are no different. Think about this. What happens when you focus on one sense instead of the whole body? Learning point number 3. Sensory input signals safety, not control. Fixing and forcing tell the body something is wrong. Sensory support tells the body you're safe right now. That difference matters, and words matter. For example, let's talk about the contrast here. Number one, fixing versus supporting. Fixing tells the body that something is broken. Supporting tells the body you don't have to carry this alone. Forcing versus inviting. Forcing tells the body you're not safe unless you change. Inviting tells the body you can arrive at your own pace. Think about correcting versus regulating. Correcting tells the body you're doing it wrong. Regulating tells the body, let's help your system settle first. Sensory regulation is like dimming lights, not rearranging the room. Think about this. How does your body respond to gentleness versus effort? Learning point number 4. Ancient healing systems always used the senses. Now, let's talk about the power of 3, because that fits into ancient healing systems. Energy medicine works through touch, presence, and subtle shifts in sensation. Energy reorganizes the body, and when the body feels safe enough to release. The foundation of a high-quality energy healing session is not about forcing change. It's about creating enough safety for the body to do what it already knows how to do. When safety is present, 3 things naturally occur. You're able to clear static, congested, or overloaded energy because it's gently acknowledged. You're able to release held energy and let it go at the body's own pace. You're able to restore the system and reorganize into balance and coherence. Nothing is pushed, nothing is fixed. Energy reorganizes the body. And excuse me, guys. Long day. Every night I say that because you have no idea what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do. But anyways, energy reorganizes when the body feels safe enough to release. Energy medicine doesn't impose healing, it allows it. Energy medicine fundamentally works through touch, presence, subtle shifts in sensation. Now let's talk about Ayurveda-inspired living. Ayurveda uses temperature, warm versus cold, texture, taste, and rhythm. Because sensory balance restores the dosha balance, or the balance of your natural body types or dominant body type. For example, your dominant dosha or Ayurvedic body type reflects how your body naturally moves, processes, and responds to the world. When you align with it, daily life feels easier. Energy flows instead of being forced. This doesn't mean labeling or limiting yourself. It means working with your body's tendencies instead of fighting them. When you live in ways that support your dominant dosha or body type, the body requires less correction. The nervous system stays steadier. Digestion, sleep, mood, and focus improve naturally. Misalignment creates friction. Alignment creates efficiency and ease. In ancient medicinal systems and ancient practices, ancient peoples knew this and lived this innately, naturally. Now let's talk about herbal wisdom. Herbs work through taste, aroma, and gentle body interaction. Herbs don't force change, they invite it. Learning point number 5. Sensory regulation builds capacity. When the senses are supported, the nervous system softens. Emotional responses stabilize. The body has more capacity to heal. This is why sensory support is foundational, not optional. The senses are the doorway. Healing walks in afterward. For example, let's talk about some herbs and how it works. Ginger, for example, is warming and awakening. The taste is spicy and warming. The aroma is sharp and energizing. And the bodily interaction, it encourages circulation and digestion to wake up gently. Ginger does not force digestion. It invites warmth and movement, helping the body do what it already knows how to do. My second example, chamomile. These are some of my favorites. Chamomile is softening and settling. The taste is mild, slightly sweet, and floral. The aroma is calm and soothing. Bodily interaction is it signals relaxation in the gut and nervous system. Chamomile doesn't shut down stress. It offers softness, allowing tension to release naturally. My third example is peppermint. Peppermint is clarifying and opening. The taste is cooling and bright. The aroma is fresh and clear. And the bodily interactions are, it opens breath, eases tightness, and improves mental clarity. Peppermint doesn't push clarity, it creates space for it. Let's talk about Tulsi or holy basil. It's balancing and grounding. It tastes slightly bitter and is aromatic. Or the aroma is warm, green, and comforting. The bodily interaction is it supports stress response and emotional balance. Tulsi or holy basil doesn't override stress. It supports resilience, inviting the body back to center. Herbs speak the body's sensory language, and the body responds when it feels supported. As always, why does this matter in real life? And this is so important, my friends, because I have so many people, when I initially talk to them, they say, I don't know if I believe all this stuff. This is why I created our Healing Circle, and this is why I have a free Healing Circle on my YouTube channel, because we simply lost our knowledge of the natural world, thinking we were becoming more modernized. And we have been taught things that simply are not true. And we've come to believe things that either are not true, are half truths, or are not the first route to go if you don't have to. We can't see the differences anymore. So why does this matter in real life? When people rely only on thinking, anxiety loops, healing feels exhausting, and the body stays on alert. When sensory support is present, regulation happens faster, people feel relief, healing feels accessible. This is why sensory tools are often the first step, not the last. Let's talk about some common challenges that all of us have because we're human. We overthink regulation. We feel like sensory tools are too simple. We want insight before comfort. And we believe calm must be earned. These are learned beliefs, my friends, not truths. Let's talk about some gentle sensory support options. They're simple, accessible, and not overwhelming. Let's talk about touch first. Hand on the chest or the belly. Why do you think I do the heart connection? Why do I think I do the hand movement? That's why. Wrapping in a soft layer. Pressing the feet into the floor. Let's talk about temperature. A warm drink, a warm shower, cool air on your face. Let's talk about sound. Steady background noise, gentle music, silence. What about scent? Citrus peel, lavender, mint. What about sight? natural light, soft colors, one steady object. Choose one of these and just try it. And that's enough to start. So, what do we achieve through the power of three? And why do I use this with all of my clients? Why did I come up with this? Because this is what's achieved, my friends. In energy medicine, it restores flow and reduces holding. In Ayurveda, it balances the system through sensory harmony. In Herbal Wisdom, it supports the body without forcing change. Together, they create felt safety. Now, as always, our 5 reflection journal questions. My friends, if you have not started journaling, just give yourself a gift and start for 5 minutes once a week. Number 1, which sense helps my body settle the fastest? I can tell you what mine is. Mine is the sense of smell. It works every time, almost instantaneously. That's why I use a lot of aromatherapy with myself. Number 2, where do I overthink when my body needs sensation? Number 3, what sensory input feels nourishing rather than stimulating? Number 3 for me is calming music, calming sound therapy. Number 4, how does my body respond when I choose one sense? I can tell you how my body responds. When I choose one and I focus, my whole system gains a positive response as opposed to me trying 5 different things and my body doesn't know what to do. I confuse it if I do that. So choose one. 5, what would change if I trusted simplicity? I want to talk about that one for a moment. We think, because we're human and because of how we have learned to believe, that things need to be complicated and difficult to be beneficial. And it's actually the opposite. Simplicity is the key to really being able to change, to apply things, and be able to change over time. When it becomes difficult and complicated, most of us just give up. So again, number 5 is what would change if I trusted simplicity? So tonight, my friends, we explored why the senses regulate faster than thoughts, how one sense can calm the whole system, why sensory support signals safety, how ancient healing systems use sensory wisdom, and why simplicity works. If you're feeling, I want help figuring out which sensory support works best for me, that's what we explore more deeply inside Patreon, where we slow this work down and personalize it, and we dive deep. And if you'd like gentle sensory-based resources you can return to anytime, you'll find journals and guides in my Stand store. I'm building that slowly over time. They're created to support, not overwhelm. My friends, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for allowing your body to settle instead of pushing it. Nothing you felt tonight was wrong. Nothing needed fixing. This week, we learned how to support the body we already live in through presence, sensation, and care. Remember, my friends, healing lives here. Wholeness lives within you. Peace, light, and love endlessly. I love you all. Take care. I'll see you in the circle tomorrow night.